at the time, I'm thinking I'm in Memphis. I'm prepping myself for the next season, and the time that I had off with PJ and my kids during this summer, in particular this summer, was like life-changing, where when I did make the decision on just stop playing, I didn't care where I was. It was like it's time, bro. I couldn't trade it in. The last time I had those conversations was years ago, and like, who knows? But at the same time, with me being obsessed, I wouldn't have found out who I was as a person. Like, I was obsessed with the game, not love. I was obsessed. So if I would have won one championship, I would have won it 4, and that would have pulled me away further and further away from finding self-knowledge, self-revelation, identity. And yeah, everybody's story is different. For some reason, mine's ended up being this way. So coming from Chicago, we roll with the punches. So in the beginning of this video, I mentioned to PJ, do you want to be good or great? And he don't know, but that's my way of tricking him. So with me tricking him, I could be very specific and say, do you want to be good in basketball or great in basketball? But I'm gonna make it broad. I'm gonna make it broad so that when he say great, I can hold you accountable for everything in your life if I see you not being great at it. That's the same thing that he passed on to his kid, his siblings, and that's a joke, like a joke that we have in the house. If they see me lacking on something, they say, Dad, you want to be good or great? And they make me remember, I'm trying to be great. You hear me? Great. Being great sometimes, you're gonna be disliked. You have to show courage that through that, people disliking you or whatever it is, that I'm confident in my choice. I'm confident that I will make it. I wanna be great. You wanna be great, I told you. And you all too. Greatness and great. I don't see you falling off nowhere under that. You hear me? So, thank you, Chicago, for forcing me to be great, putting those expectations on me. Not understanding that I was trying to be great the entire time too. And I just didn't know the environment that I was in that was forcing me to. So thank you for everybody that watched me ever since I was in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, injuries, MVP, playoff losses, playoff wins, thank you. But I must say, that is going to be the old Pooh. This new version of me is what you see. I am a businessman now, thank you.
You're the MVP of Chicago. Being the MVP carries a lot of responsibility. The way you handle yourself through all of that.
And he was the ultimate teammate, and obviously a great player. Like I could always recall like looking into the eyes of the opponents when he had the ball. Like you could see the fear. You know, to me, there's no question he's a Hall of Fame player, and he's a Hall of Fame guy. But the thing that I loved about him the most probably was his humility. It's rare when a player of his ability has the humility that he does. He's just an unbelievable person.